Hi, all. I'm J.A. Carlton, author of the Freedom Fighter trilogy and the Heroes of the Line series, as well as several others. Today, I'm interested in inspiration, where you find it, and how you can use it to begin a firm storytelling foundation. I have two strategies in mind. I know everyone does 3 strategies or the top 5 strategies, or in my mind, it starts with 2. And you're going to see why. Inspiration is literally anywhere and everywhere you choose to look for it. From a playground where a mother lost in her phone loses her child, to a grocery store where shelves restock themselves, and even to the Karen you saw throwing a tantrum at the local fast food joint. The most important thing about finding your inspiration really lies with one question. What if? So, with the playground incident, for instance, ask 3 what if questions. What if the mother looked up and everyone was gone? What if only her child was gone? What if we knew the child had been lured away somehow, but when she looked up from the phone, the child was right in front of her with an empty expression? Depending on the genre your story takes place in, any of these can go any number of ways. So those were 3 possibilities. And believe me, there are a lot more. The next strategy is taking the idea to the nth degree. And no, sadly, I'm not talking about the TNG episode in which Barclay is taken over by an advanced intelligence, which results in the Enterprise being hurled to the center of a galaxy to meet some lovely stay-at-home explorers. I think that was a spoiler. Sorry. No, in this instance, I'm talking about the nth degree as in the scenario's most extreme possible end. So let's look at the grocery store whose shelves restock themselves. Your intro character is reaching for the last package of beef jerky. The aisle is empty. And as soon as that little pin the jerky hangs from is empty, it stabs out right into your first person's face, right into their head. The shelving unit opens up like a giant insect mandible, dragging the now dead person into a gaping maw where they disappear. When the maw closes, a whole new stock of beef jerky comes out on a new pin. But partially sealed into one of the bags is a frayed, dirty shoelace. Maybe we even saw someone with dirty, untied shoes enter the store in front of our intro character as a little foreshadow. With the fast food Karen, maybe hers isn't a traditional horror story. Maybe it's a drama in which we see her return to her home after her tirade. She walks into a house where she's promptly smacked across the face for having taken too long to bring her abusive partner's food. Maybe we envision in horror as he grabs it out of the bag and shoves it down her throat, paper and all, until she blacks out and comes to, beaten and bloody on the floor with a pile of dog poop in front of her. We learn he fed the food to the dog and will now force her to eat it. I know. I said it wasn't a horror story. But in this case, the monster is the person. And aren't those kind of the most terrifying monsters after all? I'm just saying. So, okay, you don't want to do something horrific. Maybe when she gets home, she's been taking care of someone terminally ill who's made the decision to end their life because there's no hope for them. But all they wanted was their favorite meal one more time. We see her set it out on a bed tray, a flour, the shake poured into a cup, the paper folded around the burger just so, pretty flowered napkin, extra ketchup maybe, some mayo, you know, all the stuff. So she sits beside her person, hanging on every expression of enjoyment on their face as they eat this last meal. Later, we see her bring what was left into the kitchen to throw it away. There was one bite gone from the burger, maybe a half-eaten fry, a spoon with some shake on it. She tosses it in the trash and breaks down crying over the kitchen sink. So, there's my two favorite strategies. What if, which is where your imagination comes in, and then take it to the nth degree, the most extreme possible conclusion, and see where it leads you and what it shows you about your characters. Those are my two favorite strategies. If you have others, I'd love to hear from you. Please feel free to comment below. And if you found any of this interesting or helpful, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach all the writers I can, especially those who are having a hard time getting started or are afraid that, oh, well, what if I'm not following the rules, all the rules, all the rules? Just, I'm a pantser, so bear with me. I'd also like to know if you're a writer, whether you're new or experienced, whether you're uncertain. I'm thinking about conducting some interviews, maybe 1 or 2 a week, where we can talk about all things writing, how you got started, what inspired you, where you'd like to go with your writing. If you're interested in telling your story, please feel free to contact me through the email link below. It is jacarltonauthor@gmail.com. Again, link will be below. The link to my website will also be below, and my social media. When you do email, please include your pen name, the time zone you live in, and a little bio. I will do my level best to get back to you within 24 to 48 hours so we can set up a time for the interview, which hopefully will most likely take place on a weekend. That would give me time for editing. So if we can hopefully get it out the following week. Again, please like, please subscribe, and please share with your writing community. We creatives, and not just the writing community, with all the folks that you know that are creative. So, we all need that little extra boost sometimes. So, thank you for being here. Keep hope alive.